Get ready to see all my sales for October 2023. I break down exactly how many days it took to sell, the cost of goods, my net and gross profit, and a few other stats that you might enjoy. I am a Poshmark reseller working on a full-time income. I'm not there yet, but working towards it. And this is the first time I've really done my income publicly. I was a little bit embarrassed at first because I did want to be a full-time reseller, but I wasn't quite there yet. But then I realized, you know what? Who cares? There's other people who's in the same boat as I am, and I want to show the realistic side of it and what it takes to work towards it. So I did want to start doing this monthly.
So the first thing that sold this month was the Dakine Knit Beanie. This was listed on November 10th, 2022 and sold October 2nd, 2023. That is 322 days listed. My cost of goods was $0 because it was my item. I listed it for $7 and sold it for $7. With a Poshmark fee of $2.95, my gross profit was $4.05. And my net profit was also $4.05 since I had no cost of goods. Next, what sold is this Torrid scoop neck top. It was listed on September 30th, 2023 and sold October 2nd, 2023. So it was listed 2 days. My cost of goods was $1.29. I listed it for $13 and it sold for $11, with Poshmark fee being $2.95. And I also gave a shipping discount. This was an offer of $2.98. My gross profit was $5.07, but my net profit was $3.78. Next, what sold was from a live show. Sold 5 items in this live show. All my live shows start at $6 for $30 total. Poshmark fee was $6 and the net earnings was $24. Now, because each item, my cost of goods for all the items was $6 total, so my net profit ended up being $18. Sold is this Joshua Ross leather jacket. It was listed on September 30th, 2023 and sold October 2nd, 2023. So it was listed for 2 days. My cost of goods was $3. My listing price was $29 and it sold at $29. The Poshmark fee was $5.80. My gross profit was $23.20, and my net profit after that was $20.20. Next was this vintage Roy Robson blazer. My cost of goods was $0 for this. It was from my father's closet. It was listed on October 29th, 2022 and sold October 4th, 2023. That was 335 days after I listed it. With this one, I actually relisted it, and this is why I believe that the sale ended up happening. I listed it for $30. It sold for $20. The Poshmark fee was $4 and my gross profit was $16, as well as my net profit since there was no cost of goods on it. Next, what we have is this vintage Evan Picone blazer. I listed this November 10th, 2022 and it sold October 4th, 2023. That was listed for 324 days and I ended up relisting this item, so that is why I predict it sold as well. The cost of goods for it was $2. I listed it at $15 and it sold for $8, with the Poshmark fee being $1.60. My gross profit was $6.40, but my net profit was $4.40. Next was this Ozark Mountain Denim vest. It was listed on October 4th, 2023 and sold October 5th, 2023. That was listed for 1 day. My cost of good was $1.29. I listed it for $19 and it sold for $10. The fee for Poshmark was $2.95 and my gross profit was $7.05 and my net profit was $5.76. Next, this was a sale from a live show. The total bundle price was $12. The Poshmark fee was $2.95. So my gross profit was $9.05. My cost of goods was $2.58. So my net profit was $6.47. This was also a bundle from a live show. It sold for $17, with the Poshmark fee being $3.40. So my gross profit was $13.60. My cost of goods was $1.29 for both items. So my net profit ended up being $12.31. This was also a live show sale. It was $6. The Poshmark fee was $2.95. So my gross profit was $3.05. My cost of goods for the item, $1.29. So I ended up making a net profit of $1.76. This was also from a live show. This was $12 sold with a Poshmark fee of $2.95. My net profit was $9.05. My cost of goods was $2.58. And with that, my net profit is $6.47. Next, what sold are these Poppy Luxe high-waisted pants. They were listed on September 29th, 2023, and sold October 6th, 2023. So they were listed for 7 days. My cost of goods was $1.29. I listed them for $19 and they sold for $13, with the Poshmark fee being $2.95, and I sending a discounted offer with shipping of $2.98. My gross profit was $7.07, and my net profit was $5.78. Next was this Kenneth Cole jacket. It was listed on February 16th, 2023, and sold October 6th, 2023. So it was listed for 230 days. My cost of goods was $3. I listed it for $30 and sold it for $21. I offered a discount on shipping as well. So the Poshmark fee was $4.20 and shipping was $2.98 off. My gross profit was $13.87 and my net profit was $10.82. This Morona zip-up jacket was listed on February 16th, 2023, and it also sold October 7th, 2023. That was listed for 231 days. My cost of goods was $3. I listed it for $18 and it sold for $12. The fee was $2.95 with discounted shipping of $2.98. My gross profit is $6.07 and my net profit is $3.07. This Shein dress was listed on September 26th, 2023. It sold October 11th, 2023. It was listed for 15 days. My cost of goods was $1.29. I listed it for $13. It sold for $10. And the Poshmark fee is $2.95, which brings my gross profit to $7.05 and my net profit at $5.76. Next, what sold are these Nina Comfort heels. They were listed January 3rd, 2023, and they sold October 11th, 2023. They were listed for 278 days. I did relist this item, and that's why I do believe it's sold as well. My cost of goods was $0. These were my shoes. Listing price was $18. Sold price was $12. Poshmark fee was $2.95. My gross profit for this was $9.05. Since these were my shoes and there's no cost of goods, my net profit was $9.05. So next was this Time and True knit turtleneck. It was listed on January 31st, 2023. And it sold October 13th, 2023. It was listed for 253 days. I did relist the item. That's why I believe it did sell now. My cost of goods was $0. This was from my mom's closet. So my listing price was $17. My sold price was $13, with the Poshmark fee being $2.95. And I also gave a shipping discount of $2.98. My gross and net profit were $7.07. Next, what we have is this very warm puffer jacket. It was listed January 25th, 2023, and it sold October 13th, 2023. It was listed for 258 days. I did relist this item as well. The cost of goods was $3. I listed it for $55 and it sold for $43. The Poshmark fee was $8.60. I offered a shipping discount for $2.98. My gross profit was $31.42, and that made my net profit $28.42. Next was this Alex Evenings velvet blazer. This was from my closet, so my cost of goods was $0. I listed this October 27th, 2022, and it sold October 13th, 2023. That's 346 days listed. I did relist this item as well. My listing price was $17 and it sold for $17. The Poshmark fee was $3.40, which gave me a gross and net profit of $13.60. This Eddie Bauer lounge knit cardigan was listed March 9th, 2023 and sold October 15th, 2023. It was listed for 216 days and my cost of goods was $1.29. I listed this item for $18 and it sold for $5. There was a flaw in it, a hole on the shoulder, so that is why I sold it for so low. And it was also in my closet for so long, so I was willing to take a minor profit on it as well. With including the Poshmark fee of $2.95, that brought my gross profit to $2.05, but because of the cost of good, I only made a profit of 76 cents. Next is this Ralph Lauren sweater. It was listed January 25th, 2023 and sold October 16th, 2023. It was listed for 261 days, and this item I did relist as well. It was cost of goods of $1.29. It listed at $24 and sold for $19. And I also did a shipping discount, so $2.98 for shipping discount, with the Poshmark fee of being $3.80. My gross profit was $12.22, which gave me a net profit of $10.93. So these biker shorts were from my closet, so my cost of goods was $0. It was listed April 29th, 2023, and it sold October 17th, 2023. That's 168 days listed. My listing price was $13. It sold for $7, with the Poshmark fee being $2.95, and then I also did a shipping discount of $2.02. My gross and net profit were $2.03. This Forever 21 dress was listed on July 8th, 2023, and it sold October 17th, 2023. That was 99 days listed. My cost of goods was 96 cents. I listed it for $17, and it sold for $11, with the Poshmark fee being $2.95. My gross profit is $8.05, and my net profit is $7.09. These Isabel Maternity denim skinny jeans were listed October 14th, 2023, and sold October 19th, 2023. They were listed 5 days. My cost of goods was $1.29. I listed them for $19, and she offered me $10, so I accepted the offer. The Poshmark fee was $2.95. My gross profit was $7.05, and my net profit was $5.76. Okay, so this bundle that sold for a live show sold for $18, with the Poshmark fee being $3.60. My cost of goods was $3.87. So this brought my gross profit to $14.40 and my net profit to $10.53. This was also a live show. The price was $6. My cost of goods was $1.29. With the Poshmark fee being $2.95, my gross profit was $3.05 and my net profit was $1.76. This was also a live show sale. My cost of goods was $1.29 for the items. It was a bundle price of $16 minus the Poshmark fee of $3.20. That gave me a gross profit of $12.80. My net profit was $11.51. This was also a live show. My cost of goods was $1.29 with minus the Poshmark fee of $2.95. My gross profit was $3.05. My net profit was $1.76. This Mountain Khakis open cardigan, this was listed February 21st, 2023 and sold October 25th, 2023. It was listed 244 days. I did relist this item. My cost of goods was $3. I listed it for $45 and it sold for $23. I did do a discounted shipping on it. So minus $2.02 for shipping, minus Poshmark fee, $4.60. My gross profit was $16.38, and my net profit was $13.38. These Levi's were listed on October 14th, 2023, and they sold October 25th, 2023. That's 11 days listed. My cost of good was $1.29. I listed it for $19. It sold for $10. Minus the Posh fee of $2.95, the gross profit was $7.05, and my net profit was $5.76. This Cupio waffle knit top was listed October 4th, 2023. It sold October 25th, 2023. It was listed 21 days. My cost of goods was $1.29. I listed it for $15 and it sold for $10. Minus the Poshmark fee of $2.95. My gross profit was $7.05 and my net profit was $5.76. This item was sold in a live show for $6 minus the Poshmark fee of $2.95. My gross profit is $3.05. That made my net profit $1.76. Next is this Marco Polo blazer that sold in a live show for $10 minus the Poshmark fee of $2.95. That brought my gross profit to $7.05. This item was from my mother's closet, so I had no cost of goods on it, so my net profit was also $7.05. This was a bundle price that sold. It was a wannabe hoodie and an Under Armour pair of pants. The cost of goods for the items was $2.58. Both items listed together were $44 total. It sold for $29. The Poshmark fee was $5.80. That brought the gross profit to $23.20, and that made my net profit $20.62. This men's blazer was listed October 29th, 2022, and sold October 27th, 2023. That's 358 days listed. I did relist this item as well. That's why I believe it sold. And my cost of goods was $0. This was from my father's closet. Listing price was $20. Sold price was $12. Minus the Poshmark fee of $2.95 brought my gross profit and my net profit to $9.05. Next is this Maurice's tank top. It was listed September 29th, 2023, and it sold October 27th, 2023. So it was listed 28 days. My cost of goods was 98 cents. It listed for $11 and sold at $7 minus a shipping discount I gave of $2.98. minus the fee of Poshmark, which was $2.95, which gave me a gross profit of $1.07. My net profit was only 9 cents. There was a snag in this, and I didn't think I would get much higher on it, so I was willing just to sell it and get it out of the closet. Next is this Rosner blazer. It was listed November 10th, 2022, sold October 28th, 2023. It was relisted. It was total listed of 348 days. My cost of goods is $0. My listing price was $17. It sold for $11, minus the Poshmark fee and shipping of $2.95 and $2.98, which gave me a gross and net profit of $5.07. Paper Crane crop top was listed on July 7th, 2023. It sold October 28th, 2023. That's 111 days listed. My cost of goods is 96 cents. It was listed at $15 and it sold for $10. The Poshmark fee was $2.95. I offered a shipping discount of $2.98, which brought my gross profit to $4.07 and my net profit to $3.11. Vintage Susie blazer was listed on September 29th, 2023, and it sold October 28th, 2023. That was listed 29 days. My cost of goods was $1.29. My listing price was $13. My sold price was $13, minus the Poshmark fee of $2.95. My gross profit is $10.05 and my net profit is $8.76. This was a bundle sale on a Poshmark live show. It sold for $22 minus the Poshmark fee of $4.40, brought my gross profit to $7.60. Minus my cost of goods, which was $3.87, gave me a net profit of $13.73. This was also a live show sale. It's sold for $6. The cost of goods was $0. My Poshmark fee was $2.95, which gave me a gross and net profit for $3.05. This was also a Poshmark live show. My bundle price was $44 sold. The Poshmark fee was $8.80, which brought the gross profit to $35.20. Minus the cost of goods, which was $7.74, gave me a net profit of $27.46. This H&M hoodie was listed on October 4th, 2023 and sold October 30th, 2023. It was listed 26 days. My cost of goods was $1.29. It was listed for $19. It sold for $16. The Poshmark fee was $3.20 minus the shipping discount I gave of $2.98. Gave a gross profit of $9.82 and gave me a net profit of $8.53. This was a bundle that sold. The bandana was one of the first things I listed, so it's been in my closet for about 300 plus days. The Banana Republic wrap dress was listed on October 13th, 2023, and it sold October 30th, 2023. So that was only listed 17 days. My cost of goods was only for the Banana Republic, which was $1.29. My total listing price for all the items was $45. It sold for $42 minus the Poshmark fee of $6.72. I also gave a seller discount of $8.40, which gave me a gross profit of $35.28, and my net profit was $25.59.
So let's break this down a little more. In October, my total sales for Poshmark was $672. My gross profit was $473.06, and then my net profit was $392.32. This is not my most profitable month. My most profitable month is $1,600. This was back before I had and I slacked off the past 2 months. So the previous month is when I kind of started picking back up again. I listed 90 items, and the previous month I ended up listing 0. So this month in October, I listed 176 items. So I definitely upped my listing, which was a big goal of mine. I'm hoping to do even more in November. The total items that sold, even the individual items and bundles, was 63 items. So let's break it down even more. So my average total sales per day was $21.68. For me, that's not good at all. I would love to average about $100 a day, which gives me about $3,000 a month. So my goal is to get from $3,000 to $5,000 a month. And then when I hit that, I have another goal to hit 10,000. So I'm hoping that this growth continues to happen as I make these videos for you. And my average sales price per item is $15.27. Now, that is not the gross profit. My gross profit is $10.75 and my net profit is $9.09. So ideally, I'm averaging $10 per item. So if I want to make $100 a day, I have to sell about 10 items every day. The way I'm sourcing, I'm getting an average item of $1.64, which is really good, but the items aren't necessarily very expensive, and I myself don't really know brands like that or really like spot it and like, oh, this is a great brand, I know the price of it. What I do is when I go get items, I get items based on the quality and what they look like. Are they fun? Are they different? Are they unique? I don't get just the basic cookie cutter items. I try to find things that are unique and different. And when I get home and I see the comps on it, I'm like, oh, this is a nice surprise if it was really high. And if not, then, well, that's okay. My item was low. So with that, I wanted to share that it's okay if you don't understand brands and learn about that. I'm still learning. As I've been doing this for you, I've learned so much about brands and more brands and finding quality items and looking for fabrics and the stitching. And I am still improving on that. I am not an expert by any means, but I do look for quality items that someone would enjoy. And not just on my taste alone, but what I think someone else would like as well, especially since I've been doing live shows, I'm getting to know my customers a little bit and what they're interested in. I'm kind of able to pick out things a little bit better. So now that you've seen all my sales, I wanted to note that this was not my most profitable month that I've had since I started with Poshmark. I had more profitable months previously, but I ended up getting COVID, took a month off, and then it took me a while to get back into the groove. And along with starting live shows, took away a lot of in-store sales, and then I had a little burnout. So it took me a second to get back in the groove. So this is the first month that I'm actually like, okay, I got this done. I'm doing live shows, I have scheduled out, and I'm having a consistent process for listing items and doing live shows and getting inventory. So this month, I feel like it was okay. It was average. I can definitely do way better. I am starting to list every day 10 plus items, but I do want to up that. But I do want to note that getting in a process and a routine can take time. So it may not happen instantly. So I've realized as I stick with it and work through it, I'm finding better ways to do things. And I do want to make more videos on that for you so you can see the process I use, where I came from and where I grow to. And I wish I started doing this back when I was doing it, but I just felt like I didn't have maybe the information that would be good for you. But then I realized everyone starts somewhere and some of that information may be valuable to you. So with this being my first income report, I do hope you subscribe, because next month I will be doing another one for November. So let's hope it boosts back up to the $1,600 range and what I was doing before, or even more. So my goal for this month is to list more items. I want to list at least 250 to 300 items. And I'm looking to increase also my average cost per item sold. So instead of it being like $9.08, let's see if I can get it up to maybe $12 or $15 now. We'll check back in next month.